They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense.
King Harold, King's Club Casino, King's Club Roulette. Been having some emails with King Allen. He's on his way to the casino in Charlestown, West Virginia, from his home in Virginia, and we have put together a individual bespoke strategy for him to use. Entails a lot of things, but if anybody's wanting something for themselves and you want to give me your particular circumstances, then we're going to do that, and we'll come up with something particular for you. I got the angel with me here. We're going to use a D'Alembert Martingale D'Alembert with a $2,000 bankroll to try to get to $2,300. We're going to start with a $50 bet on using a D'Alembert. I'm going to put $50. Let's check this to make sure. $50 on red. But I'm going to be covering the split zeros. So I'm going to put 10 there if I can get it there. And so you're going to have to offset that 10 here by adding it to your red bet to start with. And we're going to change the color sequence here. I've come up with another color sequence that has proven to be slightly stronger. And so you'll see that as we go. You're going to see all the things that I'm going to do that have changed over the last couple of weeks of my live play and my lab play. And so let's begin right now.
And the 5 holes in my stomach.
Yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to talk about that or not. That's your business, but I'm happy to talk about it if you want me to talk about it. Angel is very busy in crypto as always, but he's been in the hospital now for about 10 days. He got admitted into the ER, which is one of the reasons why things have been slow around here. I can't do anything without my man. And they found intense gallbladder stones and had to take his gallbladder out. And so he's finally getting on his feet now, but he's certainly not moving quickly. But he's here with me in spirit, which is...
That's because it exploded with infection.
Yeah, it blew up inside of him, and so he had extensive sepsis in his blood system that they had to combat, not just simply removing what they could find of what was left over from the gallbladder, but to try to combat all of the germs that had infiltrated his body. So anyway, I digress.
Let's do this roulette thing though.
Okay, Angel's had enough of this nonsense. He's going to get ornery on me in just a minute. Okay, so we're up $50, so we can go to our martingale. And when we're playing our martingale, I'm not going to be covering the zeros like that unless I get a higher number. So
you're covering the zeros now.
In the D'Alembert and the higher bets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I can turn the split zero into a jackpot.
50 would be considered a high bet?
Yeah, I consider it the beginning of the high bet, so we'll see. We're going to bet $10 on red. We're going to go red, red, black, black, red, red, black, black. I'm going to do it in couplets, I call it, pairs. And that's the way we got it. So this is the second red bet. And it's a $10 win. So we're going to go to $10 on black. We're in martingale. We've played our D'Alembert. We won on the very first D'Alembert. We're playing our martingale now, and we're going to try to slug our way forward with these $10 bets. I don't like them, of course, but we're going to stay with it. So this is the second black bet at 20. This is martingale, second in the sequence. And now we're going to go to third in the sequence with a $40, and we go over to red. A $40 red bet. So we've gone 10, 20, 40. And now we're going to go to an $80 red bet. This will be the last in the martingale sequence. If it loses, we're at $80. I would want to cover the zeros, but I'm not covering them now. And there's a red win on 80. So now we go to a $10. Now, it's important to note, it gives you the look that you didn't want to play red again because there were so many reds in a row. Don't worry about that. You stick to your guns. You play 2 reds, 2 blacks, 2 reds, 2 blacks, and just stick with it because the wheel produces what it produces. And we're trying to show how you can get a feel for this wheel. There's a $10 black win. We're going to repeat that bet because we're on the second of the sequence, red, red, black, black. This is a $10 black bet. We're in the first level martingale. There's a loss. We're going to red for $20. Now we're going to do the second red bet for 40. Now we go to 10 on black. We're just slogging our way up the hill with these $10 bets. If we bet $100 or $200 any time, we'd already have our money. But we're trying to be cautious and stay within the guardrails.
Stay within the DMD.
Staying with it, just like we said. $10 on black, second black bet. But if we get pushed into D'Alembert, that's when we'll suddenly make the money. So we got $20 on red here. We're into martingale series of sequence betting. We're going to bet a second red bet for $40. And with that win on the second red bet, we go to $10 black. In a minute, we're going to hit the zero when if I was playing it, we would be having a jackpot there, but I'm not going to play it at these low numbers. We'll go ahead and take the loss whenever it happens. There's 5.2% chance of zero, so that means there's going to be one. Or two, or three.
Or you could go 500 times with that one.
Unlimited. You can have as many as you can have. That is for sure. There's two wins on the playing black, so we're going to go to red for $10.
It could show up 10 times in a row, or it could show up never.
You just never know. You never know. The second red bet, we're going red, red, black, black. Couplets.
I think back in the day we had a live video in the casino where we were hammering those zeros until that's when we got taxed.
That's when we found out that I block is a slot machine.
That's when we got taxed.
That's when we found that out. So we have a $40 black bet, the second black bet in the series. Now we're going to get an $80 bet on red. So $80 bet on red. Ordinarily, I'd want to cover that zero right now. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to cover the zero right now. That's all right to do that. So I supplement the color bet with the $10 bet to offset the double zero because we're at an $80 bet. 10, 20, 40, 80. We lose this bet, we go to D'Alembert anyway, and we're going to escalate from what we have out there right now, $100. So we'll start the D'Alembert at 130 if this loses. And as you saw, it hit 1, which is right next to that double zero. We were going to have a big jackpot of $170 win right there. But, okay, so with that bet, we're going to go back to $10 on black. We're at a plus 150 right now, fighting our way up the hill. Second black bet coming up here. Red, red, black, black. D'Alembert won, went to martingale. We've been slogging it out at martingale. We've gone up to the fourth bullet twice, but we haven't gotten back into D'Alembert yet.
One of the things that I think that we should try is, keep playing, but I think we should try going to, instead of slogging on martingale after you win that martingale, if it goes to the higher ones where you slog through, when you win, drop maybe to the $50 D'Alembert and force the D'Alembert to happen a little bit. Again,
worth a look.
Yeah, it's just something to think about.
Because that's where you make your money. This is safe, what we're doing now.
Because I hate being at the table this long.
We don't want to be. I'm never at the table this long.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that. But it's safe this way. And we want all our folks to be safe. We don't want them.
We're trying to be safe, even playing martingale. We were at the third bullet and we survived it.
Yep.
And so we got a $10 bet now on red.
But it definitely makes sense. Go on only up to 80.
We're trying to do things that make sense and trying to do things in a measured way. and also trying to win every day. Winning one day is not enough. Winning 2 days isn't enough. You've got to win every time. The casino plays the long game, so we got to play the long game too. We have a $10 bet on black here, the second in
But
the
I know
black
the
sequence.
reason why we stick with the martingale is because if you've had 4 losses and you finally win the at $80, why would you wouldn't want to go to win that $10 and all of a sudden bet on what you're going to automatically lose 50?
And there's the zero that would have been the big jackpot. So when I hit the zero, I'm going to pretend that it was not a black. So this is the first in the sequence. We got a $40 bet on red because we lost 20 there. Yep. You know that zero is going to hit. You sure would like to be cashing in on it.
Yeah, but again,
again.
You know how I feel about it. It can go for a long time and you're just wasting money.
No, you're not wasting it if you cash it on your color. You're bringing it back.
Oh, you're covering the same amount on the color?
Yeah, you make sure you cover the same amount, yeah. You supplement the color by the amount, or offset, or whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
You'd be better to say that than me. We're at a $10 black bet here. And this is the second black bet. And we go over to red for 20. And there's another zero. We would be about $500 right now. We're going to bet 40 on red. So this is essentially the first red bet, but we're at the third bullet. And now we're going to bet 80 on red. And if we lose this one, we are going to...
And this will be the first time we've been to D'Alembert
Since the beginning, yeah. If we lose this one, we're going to D'Alembert. And there it is. So we lost at a flat 80. So I'm going to go to D'Alembert at $110. On black. And we won. And session profit calls for a $20 bet on black here. You want to go back to 20 or do you want to go down to, all right, I know what you're going to say. All right, we're going to 90. We're going down 2 units. We're going to play D'Alembert. We're playing D'Alembert. Mm-hmm. We go down 2 units from 110 to 90 on a black bet. We go to red for 120. And we stay on red for 150. And I'd ordinarily be covering these zeros right here, but I'm not doing it now. I may switch in a minute. So we got a 180 bet on black. D'Alembert. And a 210. And a 190 on red, down 2 units. We're going to stay on red for a 170. And with that win, we're back at session profit. So now we go to a 10.
What profit are you at?
220.
Okay.
It took a while, but D'Alembert did the work. We lost 4 in a row. $10 bet on black. And we're going to repeat that bet on black. So much is required in the casinos. You have to be precise about this, just like I'm being right now. You can't get loose and you can't get distracted by all the bells and whistles that are going off around you. Sometimes you need an index card. You need to have your full game plan laid out for you. And so follow your game plan. So we have a $10 red bet, the second in the sequence, then we'll go to 2 blacks. We got a black bet for $10. And we're going to follow that up with another one. Now we switch over to red for $10. Couplets, 2 of each, simplified. It's the kind of thing that proved itself out in the lab. It's proving itself out here too. I'm confident about this. We know this thing chops a lot. We know it also puts together in pairs, just the way it just did. We have an opening bet here now on the black for $10. And now we're going to martingale that 10 to a $20 bet on black. The second of the 2 blacks. Now we're going to $40 on red. And there's the 300. I think you saw how in control it was. If you look on the board right there, you see 5 straight reds, and you might be hesitant saying, oh my God, I'm going to have to play red now after all those reds in a row. As the angel will point out to you, the feel for the wheel means it doesn't matter how many they are. It didn't matter if you won this time or if you won the next time. You're going to win, and so you just stick with the algorithm the way it's laid out. Ask some questions like this video today. We got the angel back in the house. We're back in business. I'm sorry for missing out, but
We're still going to work on getting you to where you have your chats.
yeah, we're going to have more of a kind of a podcast coming up, and we're also looking at other ways to get us out into other platforms for you. But to King Allen today on your way to Charlestown, you really don't need luck. You need to make sure that you are on cue every last part. It gets complicated sometimes when you're back and forth. I did give King Allen a Delaware only because I want him to get his money and get out of there. And if he wants to have another session later on, he can have it. But I do want him to win. Had 2 in-person sessions because we are professional gaming consultancies now, and those worked out just as I expected. You saw this today. Please like this session, and any questions, ask, because I want everybody going to the casino fully armed. As I say all the time, it's the toughest road game in the business. It's a lot tougher than going to Kansas City and playing the Chiefs. These guys are rigged against you, and you've got to be in there, and you've got to do it exactly right. For the angel, the king, bids you adieu.